Hey everyone, welcome back to Williamson Ridge Outdoors. Today, I just want to tell you about a little project I've got coming up. I was over at my mom's and had been mowing her grass and stuff, and I knew that back in the day when I was a kid, my dad, you know, they cut firewood. They burned wood to heat their house with and everything, so I wanted to try to find that old chainsaw that he used back then and see if I couldn't get that thing out and get it going again. So Buckin Billy Ray, this one's for you. Now it's not a McCullough, but you know, it's an old vintage saw, and I know you're really into those things, and I really enjoy watching your channel and seeing you fire up those old McCullough chainsaws and the Homelites and all that stuff. So I know you enjoy fixing those up and getting them running good. So this little project is kind of going in after that. I wanted to get my dad's old chainsaw, get it fixed up, and try to see if I couldn't, you know, it's kind of like just bringing back memories, you know, using something that your dad used 30 years ago. I remember him using this saw, you know, whenever I was a kid, and like I say, it had to be in the mid to late 80s whenever he was using it. Not sure if he'd gotten it new, which actually maybe my uncle saw and they used it together and cut firewood, because they both kind of went out and cut firewood, and I know that this is one of the saws that they both used. It could have been my uncle's, but I know they both used it all the time. So anyways, it's got a little nostalgic properties for me, and the thing is though, I'm gonna fix this thing up. I know that really, I think the only thing keeping it from running probably is some fuel lines. The fuel lines are just smushy, like they're so deteriorated and gone that I'm sure that's keeping it from running, which I haven't really done too much to it. I just kind of went over it, pulled it, made sure it was unlocked. I did spray a little carb and choke cleaner in it and pulled the rope, and it will fire. So I know within reason that if it gets fuel to it, it's going to run, and I'm looking forward to that. This is it. It's a Homelite XL12. This thing, when I was a kid, I remember thinking this was a beastly saw, which I think it was really mainly because I was so little and it was so loud. So I'm sure it's going to bring back some memories there. But I thought it'd be really cool to kind of go out in the woods and, you know, cut a tree up with it and use the kind of stuff that, you know, my dad and my uncle used back in the day when they were trying to heat their home with wood. This thing's even got, it's got a manual oiler on it. So instead of, you know, like all the new saws, they've got a oiler that either runs off the clutch of the saw or off the motor, and it automatically oils the chain. This one has got a thumb pump, and you have to pump that thing to squirt oil out onto your bar. So that's pretty cool. And also, wow, I couldn't believe it. This thing takes a half pint of oil to 1 gallon of gas. So that's like 8 ounces of oil to 1 gallon of gas. I'm not sure what ratio that actually is, but I know that today's EPA standards would not pass that. I know everything now that I use, the steel and the Echo stuff are all 50 to 1 ratio. And it's like 2.6 ounces of oil for 1 gallon. So this one takes 8 ounces of oil for 1 gallon. That might be a 32 to 1 maybe. But anyways, I'm going to do a little video of getting this thing going, getting it fixed up. And that's just a project that's on the way. But if you're interested in videos like this, this is just one of the many projects that we have going on around here, around the property. So make sure you click that like button, subscribe, and thanks for watching.